all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why.
Good morning, everybody. I say good morning because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm making this video. I could not sleep. So I was watching a couple of the fellow YouTubers talk about this whole Flx App. And I thought I might chime in with my little old 2 cents. But yeah, before we get to it, can you go ahead and subscribe? You don't have to turn on notifications. Just subscribe. That way you can watch me if you want. And like this video. I appreciate it. But yeah, okay, so here's my thing. It's the Champs, the Footlocker, and Footaction, right? They're all together now. Your collective points all came in together. So we still got our tiers, which is cool. But now they're giving benefits, rewards out, rather than actual coupons or discounts and things like that, which, okay, you never really got to use those discounts on any of the hype shit anyways. You'd have to buy some socks or some tees, and then you'd be able to use your coupons and stuff like that. So to me, that's whatever. And this is my whole thing. Where I live, granted, this is just me. There's probably other people that are in the same boat. But where I live, we don't get anything that's fucking hype. To be 100% honest with you. Sure, we might get some Yeezys. I'm not really into Yeezys anymore. But we won't get the 700s. We don't get the V3s and things like that. We don't get none of the cool stuff. The aliens, the 380s or whatever they are. We don't get none of that. So, we don't get none of the limited Jordans. Nothing. So this app really does jack shit to me because it's pretty much just for GRs, which I could just go to our local mall and probably just pick them up off the shelf, to be 100% honest with you. The only thing that do sell out is the red colors, because we'll just leave it at that. But other than that, everything else just is pretty much available as far as GRs. But the hot shit, we don't get any of that stuff. So this really doesn't affect me. And it sucks because I don't have that option. That's why I cop a lot of stuff off of StockX. That's why I'm fucking banking on sneakers or then the sneakers app, because I only go really for Nikes. So I'm talking about just the sneakers app. I'm banking on that app as my sole way of getting any type of shoe in my collection. So that's my take on it. And there's if you spend money, you're gonna get rewards. There's a whole list of all kinds of shit, and it has redeemable rewards. So it's weird. So if you keep spending your money and you're already in that top tier, and you know you're already maxed out, but you're still buying shoes, which like we're still gonna buy shoes. So you're gonna continue to add to your points. You can redeem those points and get things that are on that list. There's Funko Pops, there's clothes, there's shirts. Oh, well, that's clothes. But there's cleaning kits for shoes. There's all kinds of different stuff that you can redeem some of those X points. And there's even like giveaways, like raffles. Like there's one I saw in there that it was like a female's trip, all expense trip to New York, a shopping spree, that you could redeem your reward points to buy your entry into it. So it's kind of cool. You're going to get all this exclusive stuff. It's going to be more engaging rather than you just go, give your money, get some points, and then you might get your little head start. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's fine to me. It's whatever. All it's going to do in your area, if you do have some hype stuff, it's going to keep people from being able to purchase one at all three. If you hit on one, it's going to give you the option to pick it up at one of the other places, and that's the only one you're going to get. You're going to get one. So say there's those 3 stores in your mall, right? You hit on a Yeezy. Bam. Now they're going to be like, okay, well, do you want to pick it up at one of these? So you just walk out of the mall with one shoe. Rather than before, you would put your bid in on all 3 stores, and if you hit 2 out of 3, you were leaving with a double up. Not no more. That's what they're that's what they're trying to stop, so that it can spread the wealth. So there's some perks to this, man. There really is. In my opinion, there's some perks to it. You're gonna spend your money no matter what. We're still gonna go in there. I buy socks. I buy my crep cases. I buy those from Champs. So my points are still gonna go up in hopes that maybe some hype shit comes out and I'll have some head start and some points. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I don't think it's that bad of an ordeal if it's solely to the premise. This is where I see it, is allowing people to have access to the shoe rather than certain people that are always there because they've already built up their points and their head starts by doubling up, that automatically they were going to be ahead of the guy who just buys one every so often until he gets to that top tier. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to share the wealth. You're probably going to be able to, more people are going to hit. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a weird thing. It's not, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I honestly don't. Like I said, where I'm at, it doesn't really matter. Majority of the shoes don't sell out. They're pretty widely available. Cause they're like the GRs. They're the stuff that's pretty much sitting on the sneakers app. Anything that's sitting on the sneakers app right now, I could go down to the local mall and just get it. They're sitting there too. So none of the hype shit comes here. We don't get anything exclusive. We have to go to San Antonio to get it. And then even that, San Antonio barely gets anything. Austin, which is like 4.5, maybe 5 hours away, might get something exclusive. Obviously Houston does, because I mean that's the big city. But that's a fucking 5-hour shot one way. You know, that's a, unless it's a Travis Scott or something like that, which is not going to be dropping on the fucking Flex app. So it really doesn't matter. So yeah, maybe it's just a ramble. That's my take. You're going to spend your money. You're going to collect your X points. It's for $1. You get 100 X points. There's a bunch of benefits, exclusive rewards. Once you start getting in from that first tier to the second tier to the third tier. Once you get into that third tier, which I guess is the equivalent to the platinum. I'm not even sure if it's called the platinum. I'm going to put something over here. Something over here is going to be here this whole time talking about those rewards. And it's going to give you access to all kinds of different stuff. So let it play out. I wouldn't say don't get frustrated with it. You kind of feeling my pain, man, to be honest with you. That's why I bank solely on the sneakers app. When I don't hit, man, it's straight to resale because I have no chances of putting bids at any stores, any of those apps. They really don't apply to me because every time I go try to hit on something or there is something that's pretty decent, it does not come to any of the stores within my 100-mile radius. And at all. So I'm kind of up shit creek without a paddle either way. So I'm just going to make the most of it, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if in your area you get a lot of hype stuff or maybe you're in my boat also to where it really doesn't matter because you're banking on these apps, these major apps like the sneakers or the Adidas to be your sole breadwinner to try to get you your shoe because that's all I can do, man. I have to get my shoes from there. If not, it's straight to StockX, man, or to a homie. Hopefully somebody else hit on the sneakers app because they don't get shit from these stores either. Honestly, man, a lot of this stuff is just straight up GRs, and there's nothing against GRs, but it's stuff that I can go in there and get and not really trip on. But yeah, let me know, man. Let me know what y'all think. You're still gonna spend your money, collect your points. Let it give it some time. You might see some benefits with it. As long as you don't see people still leaving the mall with 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking bags of the same shoe. You'll be alright, man. Maybe you'll be able to get your pairs. It'll be cool. Y'all take care.